Hey, alright guys, I hold this thing steady. Yeah, so I do my little bit for the collaboration with Liz Zorabbit by the Farm and Erica's Little Welsh Garden. The Homegrown Food Edible Britain and National Gardening Week 2019. A little bit different, I think. I'm just going to do loads of slides, loads of stills, and a little bit of video in at the end, maybe. Hope you enjoy it. Well, those of you that follow my channel will know that my current love of gardening came from the demise of my koi pond. The koi died, so I had enough. I filled the pond in. It took a while, a bit backbreaking, built a raised bed in the corner. And rather than plant flowers and that, I planted vegetables. And they grew, and I was absolutely amazed. And as you all know, they taste fantastic. Look at that corn and potatoes there. And I was hooked. And as you all know, when you're hooked, and I wanted more. So I expanded to the front driveway, and there was pots appearing everywhere, and there was no room. And then one day, a bright spark at work said, well, why don't you apply for an allotment? So I applied for an allotment with the council, thinking I'd be waiting for years. And lo and behold, 3 weeks later, I took on this thing. Hadn't been touched for 8 years, and 3 people had tried it, and they didn't like it. It was all stony. It was a nightmare to start off. Perseverance paid off, and let's think above the box instead of outside the box, and I used raised collars with compost in, and things started growing, and I was absolutely amazed. Other people on the allotment were asking me, what are you doing? Why aren't you growing in the ground? And I explained it to them. And then you get your first harvest. Bit of rhubarb, couple of strawberries, and then you get your shallots and marrows, and oh God. Potatoes galore, and they taste like potatoes, not like the wishy-washy things you get from certain supermarkets. And then someone tells you the local show's starting after a few years' absence, so you put in a truss of tomatoes, and you get your first red card. Oh my word, was I chuffed to bits with that. You can't believe it. And then you've got this glut, and you think, what am I going to do? So you preserve it. Cucamelons. Who's ever preserved cucamelons before? Chilies. Chilies coming out my ears. Then you realise you've got a few mates helping you, like the robins and the blackbirds and the toads and the frogs, all helping you get rid of the pests. And you look back at the allotment and you think, what a difference 2 years has made, you know? So, why do we do it? We do it because the food tastes great. And we do it because we save a few pennies. And we save some food miles, you know. We save plastics, single-use plastics. But I have yet to hear of a lady who's given up wearing tights for that. Anyway, one of the big things for me of growing your own is trying different things like that Russian marrow. I had so much of it. I made pickled marrow. Never tried red cabbage. Pickled red cabbage that year. Borlotti beans. Never heard of them before. Still sowing the seeds now. Yeah, and onions that save over winter. Do you know if you put a bit of sulphur in the ground, the onions will taste stronger? And back to the usual favourites, potatoes. And who knew you could get orange and white beetroot? I certainly didn't, and great they were too in a salad. And you do some daft things like, why did I grow this marrow? And how am I going to get it to the show? In a wheelbarrow through the centre of town? But you're glad you did, because you get a red card, first prize for the heaviest marrow. And here we are, chuffed a bit, Steve. Absolutely nothing to do with the video, but I thought I'd put this chocolate cake in. Breaks up a bit, doesn't it, really? And Bill and Val might like the look of it. Well, just winding down towards the end now, guys. We do it for the taste. We do it because we know what goes into the food we're using. You know, we're saving on plastics. Yes, we are. Of course we are. We're saving on food miles. And it's exercise. I'll tell you what, I've met quite a few friends since doing this, and most of them are on YouTube, believe it or not. And I've learned how to cook a bit better than I used to, you know. And I show more, and I make a few mistakes. Look at these carrots. Edible. And I win a few prizes at shows, and, you know, I love that. Trophies from last year, yeah. And then we put it all in again, and we overwinter shallots, and we overwinter onions again. I think one of the biggest things for me, guys, is getting the grandkids involved. They loved that little potato challenge last year. They love coming here. They love watering the plants. You know, and if it's not for us helping them along, they're going to think that tomatoes come from supermarkets. You know, we got to encourage them.